Hello everybody, my name is Gregory Town and I am with Performance Driven Consulting. Today's video tip deals with helping you make your time more effective and in that aspect makes you more profitable. Now, we're all given the same 24 hours in a day and the same 7 days in a week. While there are people out there that say that they wish that they could work 24 hours straight, fact of the matter is, in order to be effective, we all need some downtime, we all need some relaxation time, and we all need some rest time. So that time frame that you schedule out for you to be productive and to work, you want to make sure you're most effective with it. There's a couple of mistakes that I see a lot of professionals make out there. And probably mistake number one is failing to keep a to-do list. Do you ever have that nagging feeling that that you forgot to accomplish something? Well, if that is the case, more than likely you do not have a to-do list. Think for a moment, does Donald Trump know what he's got on his to-do list come Monday morning, Tuesday morning? Absolutely. Top leaders know what they have on the plate and what they need to accomplish. Mistake number two is not setting your personal goals. Do you know where you want your business to be at in 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 18 months from now, and 24 months from now? Well, if not, now is the time to sit down and to put some personal goals in your plan. The reason is because if you do not know where you want your business to be at 12 months from now, fact of the matter is 12 months is going to come here from now, whether we like it or not. And if you want your business at a certain level or a certain productivity 12 months from now, you want to make sure that you're able to identify where you want that and then be able to work to make sure that you're scheduling your tasks to make sure that you reach or meet, that you meet or exceed that particular goal. Item number three is not prioritizing. There are several different prioritizing systems out there, and they all typically say, okay, you take your task and you break it down to A, B, C, D, and some of them go all the way down to F priorities. For me, it is most important that I'm working on my A's and my B's. Because my A and my B priorities are what's going to be generating the most income. I'm going to be getting the highest rate of return on that. If it is a D, E, or an F, these are items that can be delegated. These are items, if a particular task I can pay somebody to do and their rate is cheaper than what I would personally charge, well, either that's an item that's going to have to be handed off to an assistant, maybe contracted out, or maybe given off to an intern to take care of. But you have to make sure that you're working on your top level priorities. Mistake number four is failing to manage distractions. Do you know that many people can lose as much as 2 hours in a day by not managing their distractions, by not having systems in place to manage when to return voicemails, how to handle emails, or instant messaging popping up, or how to handle when somebody just stops in the office for a visit? You have to know how to manage your distractions so that you can protect that time frame. Mistake number five I see is procrastination. Procrastination occurs when people either not focus on a particular task, it's something they don't want to do, or it's something that just they haven't broken down into smaller tasks to be able to get accomplished. You have to be able to manage that procrastination and either delegate it off or set up a time frame to focus on it. Mistake number six is taking on too much. There are several salespeople out there that have a hard time with saying no. There are several business leaders out there that have a hard time saying no, and what they do is they take on way too much onto their plate, and what happens with that is they get the reputation of producing sloppy work. Well, think about it. Within your industry, do you want to get known as the reputation of somebody that produces sloppy work? You have, before you take on a new project or a new task, you want to make sure that not only do you have the personal resources to be able to handle it, do you have the company resources to be able to handle it? If not, either see how to get those resources, delegate it off, or give a referral out. Mistake number seven is thriving on busyness. It's almost like some people get a rush from being busy. The narrowly meeting the deadlines, the endless emails, the piles of files that need attention on the desk, that frantic race to the finish, it's almost like they love that adrenaline buzz. Well, the problem with that addicted to busyness is not only does it lead to lack of being effective, but it also increases that stress level hugely to the point where it's not working. So don't thrive on being busy. Thrive on being productive. Mistake number 8 that I see is people that love to multitask. And I can see it now. I'm going to get the emails. I'm going to get the messages. People that claim that they are perfect at multitasking. Well, there's been countless studies that have been done on multitasking, and pretty much they all come about the same aspect that people that multitask, the effectiveness levels goes down 20 to 40%. People, if you are on the phone with a client or a prospect and you're talking with them, are you truly 100% dedicated to listening to them while you're also responding to emails? Instead of multitasking, set time frames of, okay, we're going to, people can get frustrated because if they call me, I'll immediately set up a time frame if it's going to be an in-depth conversation for us to have that in-depth conversation. And the reason is because I don't want to be multitasking. I want to have my 100% attention on that particular client. Mistake number 9 is not taking breaks. It's nice to think that you can work 8 to 10 hours straight and not need any break or downtime. A really great tool out there is called the 50-10-50-10 rule. And that is where somebody will take 50 minutes and they will work effectively and efficiently on one particular task. That task could be putting together a marketing piece, putting together a proposal, responding to emails. And then after 50 minutes, either a buzzer will go off, a timer will go off, something of that aspect, and they'll take a 10-minute break. They'll go get a cup of coffee, walk around the office building, play that game of solitaire, something just to give them their mind a little bit of a relax. And then the next 50 minutes, they'll work on their next task. Could be putting together material for a training next week. Something of that aspect. What that does is that gives your brain a chance to disengage from what you were doing, give it a little bit of a mental break so that it can now re-engage with your new task. And mistake number 10 that I see is people that are ineffectively scheduling their tasks. Think for a moment, are you a morning person or an afternoon person? Is your energy level at the peak in the morning or is it at the peak in the afternoon? Well, you want to make sure that you schedule your tasks, that your A and B priority tasks, when your energy level is at its peak. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's video tip of the week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. So take these tips and go make your business more productive. Thank you so much.